Hello, everyone, and welcome to Crypto News, the Crypto News channel. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a new token that is exploding, and a token that could save a blockchain. We're also going to talk about Binance. I'm going to talk to you about the Fed, which warns banks against cryptocurrencies. We will also talk about exchanges, Magic Eden, and also many other subjects. Do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel for more news related to cryptocurrency. So I told you Solana up. Solana up significantly. We can see together that Solana is up nearly 11% today over the last 24 hours, while the market as a whole is up call 1.5%. Why? It's related to a meme coin that arrived on Solana, and I tell you about it right now. It's the Bonk meme coin. It's a new meme coin that was launched on Solana, and it was airdrop. They gave to about half of all the Bonk tokens to the people on Solana, so it was widely distributed to the NFTs community and developers on Solana. It's a very interesting marketing strategy because they were then able to make these developers advertisement to Bonk, and it therefore led to an increase in this token. You can see it as something that looks a lot like Dogecoin. They have kept the theme of the dog. You can see it on the site bonkcoin.com. It presents itself as the first token linked to dog for the people and by the people. It remains a joke. There is no real use around this token. They have, as I said, distributed half. And then there was a whole part that goes remain under DAO control. Suddenly, the organization, which will then decide to how to allocate the funds of this token. It is up to the community in the end to decide how it will be used. The price of the token, we can see that it has increased. It's quite exponential there. It started suddenly end of the year. We can see. It was launched in December. The market cap, which is the total capitalization of this token, is around $100 million of market cap. So some will say that it is too much. Others will say that is nothing next to the Dogecoin, next to the Shiba Inu, which are worth several billion. So it is up to everyone to decide the fair valuation of this token. The Bonk coin, will it work or not? In any case, it is sure that there are people who are speculating on it. Be very vigilant on this token. I clearly warn against investments on this type of token, but after everyone to take the risk that he wishes. But in any case, it is interesting to see that in the middle of the bear market, there are always tokens that are launched. There are always opportunities, and we will see if the community will succeed in saving Solana. Some say that it is because of that. Rather than Solana's price going up, there's a new surge of interest around Solana, around blockchain, and Solana's co-founder talking about it. It's really buzzing in the Solana community. This is good news, we will say, for the token, because it will offer people the possibility of buying it quite simply on a centralized exchange. What we can also say about Solana, I told you the price has increased 11%, but we also have renewed interest related to NFTs on Solana. It has an increase in the level of trade volume. It has increased. We are on a week at $26 million, and it goes back to September. We have not been this high since September. I looked around September, we were at 24 million, but on a one-year scale, it remains very low. We are far from being at an all-time high in Solana. We were at $130 million in 1 week, but we are in the process of seeing whether the community Solana will succeed in getting out of this difficult period, or because they will continue to build things, to develop decentralized finance projects, NFTs, and many other things, many other utilities. They are also very linked to certain real-world products because they have a capacity at the level of the number of transactions per second quite high for the moment. So they can actually do a number of use cases that aren't necessarily possible on Ethereum-type blockchains right now. So we'll see if they'll be able to get out of that. So now we're going to talk about something else. And we also have information around Binance, which has just reached a pretty mind-blowing volume. They have almost 2/3 of all global crypto trading, which is quite amazing. In second place, we find Coinbase, which is about 10%. You can see the gap between Binance and Coinbase. It's pretty crazy. It's rare to have such a dominant player in an industry. Binance, they are really far ahead of the others. I also wanted to talk to you about SBF, who just pleaded not guilty. We expected it here in the case of the FTX case. The trial now it is scheduled in a few months. It's in October, so here we have time to have a lot more things around FTX. There will surely be plenty of information that will come out by then. Meanwhile, he will remain under house arrest with his parents. I now wanted to tell you about an exchange from Indonesia which is launching its own crypto exchange. They will soon be launching. It is not yet in place. There is a change of regulator in Indonesia, so it will be done at the same time. But I know it's the first country to launch its own crypto exchange, and it shouldn't have a lot of competition, I imagine. It's quite interesting. I think we risk having several countries that don't want to lose control completely on crypto, while not blocking innovation which risks adopting this type of mechanism. Or in fact, they will try to control as much as possible all the exchanges, all the trades around cryptocurrencies. So Indonesia will surely be an example for other countries. We'll see how they react. At the level of Magic Eden, the NFT marketplace, they experienced a kind of hacking. But it is not really them who are hacked, it is their cache provider for images. And overnight until now, we have started to see very bizarre content, completely random content, some adult content. There were a lot of very weird things. People just wanted to see the NFTs on this marketplace. They started getting completely unexpected images. Magic Eden said it wasn't their fault. It was their service provider which suddenly managed the images, the image cache which has been compromised. It is now fixed. You must reload your cache if you are ever concerned by these very strange images. I now wanted to tell you about a company, Riot Platform, which was called before Riot Blockchain. It is a Bitcoin mining company, and they have decided to change their name and no longer be associated directly with the blockchain. We are now talking about a platform to say that they are doing a lot of other things now, even if it remains completely focused on Bitcoin mining and offering infrastructures related to Bitcoin mining, so it remains focused on Bitcoin. I still don't quite understand this change, no me. I think it's purely marketing. It's not good to be called blockchain when you have a company on the side or when you do business with a certain number of companies or banks. It actually changes from 2017. I put you this information 2017, when an iced tea company changed its name overnight to Long Blockchain Corp. And they took 200% price increase of their. I think it went up to 3 times at some point. So just by changing the name, it was a trend in the middle of a bull market. In the middle of a bear market, we are in the opposite trend of changing the name for S away from the blockchain. Let's talk now about the Fed and several regulators in the United States. Look at this as something that has been done by the Fed, by the FDIC, Office of Auditors of State Banking Organizations in the United States. And they have made quite a statement warning banks against cryptocurrency, against the use of cryptocurrency, against keeping some cryptocurrency in the bank, and the risk of contagion that exists between the crypto ecosystem and the banking ecosystem. They clearly said we are not prohibiting banks from offering cryptocurrency services, but it seems to be complicated for banks to comply with the legislation if you accept cryptocurrency-related services, so it's kind of disguised threats. There are a number of things that are correct in their warning. Yes, indeed, there is a lot of risk of fraud currently and scams in cryptocurrency. Yes, there is some volatility at the level assets. I agree with a number of things that are listed here, but we feel that they are losing control over the financial system. They are trying to scare the banks to keep them away and slow the adoption of cryptocurrencies. So here's what I had to say today about crypto news. I hope you enjoyed the content. If so, feel free to subscribe, to like, to comment, and I'll tell you tomorrow for the next video.